given Dobby a sock!
Hey there Potterpuffs, welcome back to my channel. It's 29 degrees and the Hufflepuff Queen thought it was a really good idea to dress up as Professor McGonagall and wear some wizard clothes. I don't know how wizards actually cope with wearing their cloaks in summer, but today I needed to wear it because it's a very special video. We are celebrating 20 years since the Chamber of Secrets was published. Yes, that's right, it's been 20 years since J.K. Rowling had that book hit the shelves. I can't believe it. I mean, 20 years ago, I was 4, so I didn't read it when it first came out, but I absolutely remember it as one of my favourite books. Funnily enough, a lot of you Potterheads actually rate it as your least favourite book, but let's look back at the best moments because there are so many. For 1, we get to see the burrow for the very first time. For 2, there's the flying car. For 3, we get to meet Dobby. For 4, I actually like the bit where they hit the Whomping Willow. For 5, let's remember Ron's Howler and Ron's wand. There are so many great moments, loads happens in it. We get to meet Gilderoy Lockhart, who I absolutely hate but also love. But the most important reason why I wanted to do this video is to tell you about the new beautiful house editions that Bloomsbury have published. So you can get your hands on these in stores right now, and I have got my editions in Hufflepuff, of course. Here they are, and we are going to take a look inside, see what's different about them, and just discuss Chamber of Secrets in general. So let's get on with the video. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to give me a big subscribe as we are so close to 4,000 Potterpuffs. I am so excited. Give this video a big thumbs up if you love the Chamber of Secrets and the video, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favourite item is or thing about Chamber of Secrets. And most importantly, are you going to be getting your copy of the Chamber of Secrets house editions? I need to collect the whole set, so I'm definitely going to be getting them all. Anything yellow or black or yellow or black, anything with the Hufflepuff badger on, I'm there. But before we delve deeper into the new editions, let's have a look at some of my merch. So as I said earlier, one of my favourite things about the Chamber of Secrets is when Ron receives his howler. It's hilarious, it's funny in the movie, it's very funny in the book, and you can just hear Molly Weasley ringing in your head when you read it aloud. So here we have a Howler Purse, which I absolutely love. I got this recently when I was in Laycock. Haven't started using it yet, but I absolutely love it. And something unique to remember the Chamber of Secrets by. Now the second thing, and as soon as you see this, you just think of the Chamber of Secrets straight away, we all remember the flying car. Now I've had this die-cast model for years now. I think I showed it in my first ever video in my top 10 merch, and it's got a little figurine of Ron with his broken wand as well, which looks like a boomerang, it's so broken. But this is so beautiful, detailed, and I always have it on my shelf. Now I like the idea that some of you guys have had when buying the house editions that Bloomsbury have released. You've decided to not just get your own house, but actually buy the edition that best represents the house in the book. So by that I mean which house is the one that's a theme for the book. For instance, the Hufflepuff edition would be the Goblet of Fire because of Cedric Diggory and the Triwizard Tournament. So I think of this book as a Slytherin book because of the Chamber of Secrets and the door and Tom Riddle and all of that. So I have a few things to show you here. This Chamber of Secrets coin. Now this is absolutely gorgeous. It came from Geek Gear last year. It's one of my favourite Geek Gear items, and it just looks perfect, like a small version of the door that we see in the movie. It's stunning. I've used it in lots of photos and I absolutely adore it. I have my first edition that I had of the Chamber of Secrets. Now I don't know where exactly this was from, but I remember getting this about the age of 8 and I've read it a lot of times. Now what I like about this is when I collected the series, they all followed the original UK editions, but this one, I think maybe it was secondhand, I'm not really sure, is the Celebratory Edition that Bloomsbury released. I love the fact it's got all the stars around it, and it's not one you see very much. It's also got silver on the side instead of the, is it usually blue? I think it's blue. And I also didn't realise about the books that they changed the artist for a lot of the covers, which is very cool. So this is my first edition of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and it's definitely very well read. I also have this edition of the Chamber of Secrets, which is the illustrated version. This came out a couple of years ago and I absolutely love the illustrations, apart from all the spiders. There's far too many spiders in this book for me. Let's show you a couple more of the pictures. Jim Kay is so good at illustrating and I absolutely love this picture of Borgin and Burkes. We also have this amazing illustration of Moaning Myrtle. Now there are so many good chapters in the Chamber of Secrets, but one of my most favourite moments from the whole of the series has to be when Harry goes to the Burrow. So this is my Rarebit 3D puzzle. You guys have seen it a couple of times. Very early on when I started YouTube, I made a video devoted to my Rarebit 3D puzzles, which you can have a little look at. Now this took me ages to build, absolutely ages, but it is perfect. It looks just like it. What cosier house could you possibly have? When Harry goes from the Dursleys' home to this, it's just absolutely amazing. Now this is something that you can buy on Amazon, and I'd highly recommend it because it just looks so lovely in any room, lounge, anywhere you want to put it, and it's so much fun to build. So let's take a pause from looking at my Chamber of Secrets merch to look at the actual house editions themselves. So if you pre-ordered the house editions, the hardback version, you did get yourself a lovely bookmark in your chosen house, which is very nice. I absolutely love bookmarks. You can never have too many. And this one is Hufflepuff and has the house traits on it. Now down the spine, I noticed something with these new house editions. So the badger slightly moves from the Philosopher's Stone, so I'm hoping when we have the whole series, we'll have the badger kind of almost dancing like a flipbook, which will be so cool. And down the side we have like a scarf effect. Now the cover itself features the serpents from the Chamber of Secrets door and other little symbols to represent your house. So a lot of attention to detail has been put into this. So they put some little extra features into the Philosopher's Stone house editions, and I'm very happy that they've continued the trend and done it again this time. Now in the Philosopher's Stone edition you've got Hufflepuff Introduction. You also get one of those in this edition, and I thought it might be the same, but no, this one relates directly to how Hufflepuffs are in the Chamber of Secrets. So I presume that whichever house you chose, you will get a bit of information about your chosen house and how it features in this book, which is really, really cool. You also get some information about the house elves. Dobby comes into this book. We have a quiz, and then we have a picture of the common room. We all know that the Hufflepuff common room isn't featured at all in the books, but we have had on Pottermore a glimpse of the common room. We have a lovely illustration of it, and I just love it. The sofas look so comfy, the windows are so round, and it's right by the kitchens. It looks so cosy and definitely the common room that I would choose. Now the softback edition is also similar. It's got all of the same information. The only difference is the colours. So we have got black to contrast to the yellow softback last time. So if you haven't already, check out online or in store these books because you need to get yourself a copy, and they're not too expensive. So have a look, Potterpuffs, because these are so cool. I cannot wait to read mine properly. One thing that really stuck with me through my childhood was the EA Games version of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I played it on PlayStation 2. I was so obsessed with that game. I probably only got up to like the 5th level. I'm not sure, I kept getting stuck. I wasn't very good at games, as you can probably tell, but I loved it. Flipendo was like the only spell Harry knew. We have this. So this is a piece of merch which I really, really treasure because I don't have the video game anymore. It was so fun. The spells were really funny. Harry was rubbish at jumping, making loads of grunting noises when he jumped. It would take about 10 minutes on the PlayStation 2 to load one room in Hogwarts and then another room, so there was a lot of waiting involved. There was prefects that caught you out with spells like Locomotive Mortis. It was infuriating but amazing, and I did love it. I really don't feel that Hogwarts Mystery compared in any way to the old style Harry Potter games, but that's for another video. This was given out at Woolworths. Do any of you remember Woolworths? So here is the Chamber of Secrets card that was promotional when it first came out, and then it's a little 3D card. Now another old piece of merch I have to show you is this newspaper excerpt, which came out in what year? 2002. I bet some of you weren't even born then. So this was in the newspaper in 2002. I can't believe I've still managed to keep it all these years, and it's promoting the new Harry Potter film. So at that point I was 8 when this came out. It's got interviews with the cast, loads of photo stills. It's just a really nice thing to have. And then of course we have the DVD, which at the time was just widescreen edition because that was the best feature it had. And it comes in this little slipcase which opens out, and you've got a, oh I thought that was a Gringotts Goblin. Nope, that's Dumbledore. Okay. And we have got the trio on the other one, and of course Dobby features as well. Now I don't even have an up-to-date Blu-ray collection of the Chamber of Secrets. I still have this old school DVD. So as you can remember, there are so many great things about the Chamber of Secrets, and I suggest that on the 20th anniversary you go give it another reread. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and comment down below. I'll see you very soon, Potterpuffs. Have an amazing week.